Education serves or should serve the development of the whole person. Education isn't just about cognitive development and the acquisition of skills and knowledge. It's also about physical development, emotional development, moral development, social development. So as we talk about the student experience, I think it's important to reinforce that they're people having experiences, not objects to be packaged and promoted and distributed. The first thing all students need, a capacity for belonging. We can offer people better ways to belong and better things to belong to. So the solution is to offer people an alternative that fulfills our very basic desire to belong and enables us to create the world that we want to live in. That makes me think about my own experience at Fairfield University. With all the fantastic professors and courses I encountered, it was through my participation that I really learned how to contribute to society. In the Glee Club, I developed confidence and professionalism. In campus ministry, I nurtured my faith and had chances to serve. Through the Bennett Center for Judaic Studies, I developed a personal understanding of pluralism and diversity. As a young gay person, I found a voice to articulate truths that I knew were true through my activism on campus with the Gay Straight Alliance.
You know, we often say that students come to us unprepared from our high schools and that they're not prepared for college. But then we need to think about, how do we be prepared for those students? What do we need to put in place so that when those students come to us, they are successful and that they can stay and they can persist and they can complete? And, you know, community colleges, we meet students where they are, and then we help them get to where they want to go. And in doing that, we have to wrap our arms completely around them to let them know and encourage them that they can finish their degree and they can finish their credential, because oftentimes when they leave our space and they go into the external environment, they're dealing with a whole host of other experiences. And we understand exactly what that is, because many of us who work in community colleges, like myself, have come from those types of backgrounds. And so we know exactly what needs to happen, because a community college student's success is not from fall to fall, because that is what we're measured on with iPads, but it is really today, tomorrow, and the next day, because you may have a student who is taking care of their caregiver, their parent, and they need food, they need housing, and we have those resources in place to help them with exactly what they need in order for them to be successful. So, you know, you and I have this conversation about, you know, persistence for us is not fall to fall, but it is today and tomorrow for community college students.
The first thing is we have to be very careful. We in the previous conversation and even in this one, we've been talking about different types of college specifically, right? There's community colleges, there's private schools, there's state schools, R1s. Rich was talking about this. And so just as you can't really say higher ed or university college, you can't say higher ed student, because there's too many types. And if we're going to lump them all into one type, we're going to miss every single one of them except for the ones that are already going to be all right. There is not a student. There are people of all different types. There's no one type of student. And if we try to narrow it down, we're going to miss most of them.